Lady the Golden Engine loves traveling all over the island of Sodor. She knows many places that she visit to. One afternoon, Lady was picking up passengers on Thomas's branch line, while Thomas was taking a party of school children on a special trip. Then, Bertie the bus pulled up. "Hello, Bertie," Lady whistled. "Hello, Lady," hooted Bertie. "I've been picking up 2 hikers, and I've heard one of them has said they have seen a large pine tree and a lake with a sparkling waterfall just on the other side of the mountain." And Bertie drove away. Lady was amazed and very interesting. Later, as Lady was traveling along, she was thinking about what Bertie's passengers had said about what they have seen on the other side of the mountain. "I know everything about mountains, but I never heard of a large pine tree and a lake with a sparkling waterfall." Lady arrived at Dryall Station. Harold the helicopter was being refueled. "Hello, Lady. I'm just preparing myself before I go on patrol." "That's good," said Lady. Harold, do you ever seen a large pine tree and a lake with a sparkling waterfall on the other side of the mountain?" "I've seen many pine trees and many lakes from up in the air," said Harold. That night, Lady was unusually quiet. She was still thinking about what was on the other side of the mountain. Percy could see Lady was in deep thoughts. "Lady looks very quiet this evening," he said to Toby. "Maybe she missed Thomas," thought Toby. "But he'll be back tomorrow." Percy agreed. "Don't worry, Lady," he whispered. "Thomas will be back tomorrow. You'll be very pleased to see him again." But Lady didn't hear what Percy and Toby had said. "I must find out what's on the other side of the mountain myself," she thought. The next morning, Lady woke up very early and left the shed. Before long, she was on the main line. "How can there be a large pine tree?" Lady thought. "And how can there be a lake with a sparkling waterfall?" Meanwhile, Thomas puffed into the shed. "Hello, it's nice to be back again." But Toby and Percy looked worried. "You are back, Thomas," said Percy. "But Lady has gone missing." Thomas looked around. Lady was nowhere to be seen. He was beginning to worry. Lady was puffing along. She was still in deep thought about what's on the other side of the mountain, but she didn't see the red signal telling her to stop, and didn't know that the points were set to the wrong track. The tracks were old and rickety, and Lady came across an unstable track over a big mud puddle. Suddenly, the track started to sink. Lady was stuck. She was up to her buffers in mud. "Oh no!" gasped Lady. "Now no one knows where I am." Meanwhile, Thomas puffed into Dryall Station to see Harold. "Harold, can you help me?" he tooted. "Lady had disappeared, and no one knows where she is." "Don't worry, Thomas," said Harold. "I'll help you find her." And Harold took to the air. Lady felt very muddy and very sad. "I wish Thomas was here," she sighed. Then she heard a familiar noise coming from the sky. "It's Harold!" she cried. So Lady blew the biggest puff of steam she had ever blown. Harold saw the puff of steam. Then Thomas arrived with the work coach. "Thomas, I can see a big puff of steam over there. It must be Lady." "Thank you, Harold," whistled Thomas. Thomas soon found Lady. Lady had never felt happier to see her friend. The workmen had fastened the strong rope between the two engines. Then Thomas puffed and huffed and chuffed. Until finally, Lady was clear out of the mud. Thomas's driver coupled up and pulled Lady back home. While Lady was being cleaned, Thomas spoke to her. "Lady, why did you go off without telling anyone where you've gone? It's not like you." "I'm sorry, Thomas," said Lady. "It was just I was trying to work out what was on the other side of the mountain." And she told Thomas what Bertie's passengers have said. Then Thomas remembered something. "I think I know what they have seen," he smiled. "Come with me, Lady." Thomas took Lady to St. Michael's School. Lady was surprised at what she had saw. It was a picture of a large pine tree and a lake with a sparkling waterfall. The two children were standing each side of it. "We have been making that picture for the best painting competition," they said, "and we have won first prize." "I think it's a wonderful picture," smiled Lady. "Thank you for showing me." The children smiled, and so did Thomas. He was pleased that his friend Lady had finally found what was on the other side of the mountain.